Good evening. For those of you who have not visited my channel before, and it's your first time, welcome aboard. My name is Jing. I'm the Candid Filipina. Now, a few days ago or weeks, I can't remember. Time flies. I covered a topic on 4 types of Filipinas that you will encounter when you visit the Philippines. So I thought it's only fair today that my topic will be the 4 types of foreigners that visit the Philippines. Now obviously I cannot cover all types, but the 4 are the ones that I see most often here in the Philippines. So we'll start off with number 1 foreigner. He is a youngster, normally aged between 20 and 30 years old. And he will normally travel with his girlfriend from his own country to come sightseeing, island hopping, visiting places that are beautiful like Palawan, Boracay, Baguio, and as I said, these guys normally age between 20 to 30s. They also like to do some scuba diving at islands like Malapascua or Moalboal or Oslo whale shark watching. Or, other sightseeing places that are notorious and infamous for their variety of fish, sharks, and other beautiful sea creatures. And as I said, they normally come for 2 weeks or 3 weeks at the most, as they were working hard in their own countries and have come for a well-deserved break to the Philippines. After all, the Philippines is a very, very beautiful place with an over 7,000 islands and island hopping on a banca boat is a great way to travel between these islands. So they normally have a lovely long time to go back home with lots of photographs and stories. And they've been to see the whale shark and the treasure sharks. Things like that. Next we come to foreigner number 2. This foreigner is normally middle-aged and normally travels with his wife or a friend from their own country. And they will be visiting again the beautiful Philippines for sightseeing, relaxing, scuba diving, taking in all the local culture, beautiful waterfalls, wonderful beaches here with emerald green sea. And they normally rent a place by the sea or stay in a hotel by the sea. And they will do their between various cities and islands, and they are lovely people. They'll always be very friendly, always very chatty, and always very approachable. And they're always willing to tell you the stories about their countries and their cultures. And as I said, they can spend hours with you chatting. And as I said, they're very friendly and very obliging. Great people, probably my favorite people actually. Now moving on to foreigner number 3. Now, then we're now stepping into the player zone. Now this guy visit a lot of people here call them players or a chick boy. You'll often hear them referred to as by Filipinas as a chick's boy. And these guys, they are working full-time in order to save their money to travel to various countries. And normally they visited places like Thailand, the Philippines, China, and other countries. In Asia, you know, they will accustom to the traditions here and will accustom to the woman here. And this guy come for women, fun. They come to chat to girls, date girls, and they normally come, say, twice a year. Normally for a month or 2 months. And during that time, they will try to meet as many girls as possible. Sometimes 10, 20, or even 30 girls in that period of time. And most love to drink and party. They will promise these girls this and that, and promise the girls that, and instead of getting into the open wallet, they will be getting into them, if you know what I mean. And what they don't realize is they travel back to their own countries, leaving Filipinos broken-hearted, sometimes pregnant. Sometimes some Filipinos wish they never ever met them. They don't do other foreigners justice. They spoil it for the majority here. They really do spoil if they don't care. They're uncaught. They'll throw money about left, right, and center. They'll visit bar girls. They'll drink like a fish. They become loud and obnoxious, bragging about this and that to their friends, bragging to the girls here that they have a big business, that they are a millionaires. And really, most of them are not millionaires. They save up all years to come here, or use their credit card to travel here, have a good time, go back to their own country, brag to all their friends about how many conquests they've made here, and how it's such a fantastic place and easy to find women. Those type of foreigners don't appeal to me one bit. I'm sorry to say, I don't mind anybody coming here to have a bit of fun. To unwind and okay, have a girlfriend or two, but some of them are terrible. That's the only word I can use to describe them, is that really embarrassed to their own country with their behavior, which is very often unwarranted. Anyway, that's foreigner number 3. Now moving on to foreigner number 4, my favorite foreigner. This guy has retired. Maybe he's never been married. Maybe he's lost his wife. Maybe he's out of touch with his children. But whatever reason, he comes here with the sole intent to meet a lovely, simple Filipina and settle down and start the twilight years of his life with a beautiful Filipina woman. And I respect this foreigner the most as he is kind, sincere, very chatty, very open to discussion, and generally a very genuine and honest man. And he comes here to meet one girl and one girl only. And hopefully, after chatting to her for a number of months on a dating site or, video calling each other, he's happy to come here to meet the girl of his dreams. For this type of foreigner, I wish him all the luck in the world. Sadly, however, this type of foreigner is not as savvy or streetwise. as foreigner number 3 or foreigner number 2. And this is the one, sadly, that gets taken advantage of quite often, as I say it on a weekly basis, which is a shame, as he is the nicest foreigner out of them all. And I really respect this gentleman, who is true gentleman from his country, who is respectful, kind, honest, and sincere. And that's one of the reasons why I run this channel of mine, to give this type of foreigner a heads up on the pitfalls they could possibly encounter. I'm not saying he will encounter these pitfalls, but he is the most vulnerable, even though he is the most genuine. Anyway, I'm not going to say much else. There are variety, as I said, of foreigners that are in between all this, and I can't cover each one. I'd be here for months. But I myself enjoy seeing foreigners in my country. I always feel they should be welcomed and respected, regardless of what number of foreigners they are. We're all entitled to our own opinions, and we all have our own ways about us. Anyways, it's been lovely chatting to you tonight. Again, I'm wishing you all good evening, good health, and happiness until the next time. It's me, Jing, signing out, the Candid Filipina. Bye until the next video. Until the next time. That's not enough time.